How's it going, guys? It's Namz here and welcome to my first video on FIFA 17. So today I'm gonna take you through a squad builder challenge, more specifically the Marquee Matchup Challenge. Now if you guys haven't come across this challenge yet, you got 4 days remaining to do it at the time of recording. The pack you would get at the end of the challenge is an all players pack, and I'm not sure if that's a 50k or 100k or even less, but it's a good way of exploring and finding out what we actually do get, what that actually means. You guys will probably know what it is better than I will, because I'm not really familiar with these terminologies when it comes to packs. I just open packs and not really care about what they really are. Obviously I learn over time but that doesn't really matter at this point. Now let's get straight into this one. So the Marquee Matchup Challenge, what you have to do is basically create 4 different teams, and for each team you create, you actually get a reward for it. So just say for example Saudi Arabia versus Australia. You can see the requirements right there. So you need a minimum of 6 players consisting of Saudi Arabian and Australian players. The team rating overall has to be 60 and the overall chemistry 70 in total. The reward for that would be a bronze pack and 500 coins, which isn't too bad. You can obviously use those bronze players or whatever you get from it for other squad building challenges. There are many different variations of these squad building challenges, as you may know already. What I've done is I've already gone ahead and created these teams, so I can go ahead and show you guys without wasting any time. Basically make your life easier and show you how to do it my way, or you can actually choose to do it your way. Alright, so let's go in to the first one. So as you can see, majority of them are bronze players. You don't really need to go out and put any gold players out there. You might as well save them for other squad building challenges, because there are loads and there are many more to come as well. But most of them I've already packed as a result of winning packs from when the game first came out. Obviously the only free players I actually had to buy was the front three, the Saudi Arabian players, which didn't cost me much at all. I'm not really familiar with these players, the names or anything like that. So you got Al Jaman here, got him for 150. You can probably get him for 200. Prices might have gone up now, because obviously people come to realize that there's a squad building challenge out, and then obviously the demand for them actually goes up. So you might actually have to pay more than you could have if you saw them before anyone else. So that's kind of one of the key things when it comes to squad building challenges. Make sure you do it as soon as it comes out. Don't wait too long. If you do, then you could be subject to or victim of being ripped off. So yeah, make sure you don't fall into that category. And now these 2 Australian players, this Cam 69 rated player, Mitch Nichols. So luckily I was first on of him. He was actually worth quite a lot. I think at the time when I was building this squad, he was worth over 1k, and now that's pretty much a lot of coins for a silver player, I must say. So yeah, he seems to be around about the same amount. No one's bidding right now, but I saw a bid for him for like 1,100 last night when I was creating this. And same with this guy as well, Jason Davidson. He was going around about the same price as well. Now these players' price might have gone down. You can copy my squad as it is right now, or you can go ahead and just do a similar kind of style. Just make sure that you meet the criteria that are set on the left hand side. As long as you got green ticks in all of those criterias, that's it, you're done for that squad challenge. Now obviously you can see I haven't gone ahead and opened any of these packs. I wanted to do a live reaction with you guys, so I'll do that at the end. I'll take you through the next team and then we'll see what we get. Actually, you know what, this is a bronze one, might as well just go through it right now. Why not? Nothing too exciting here. So yeah, let's go ahead and submit this challenge. Obviously we're going to get 2 bronze or premium bronze pack, whatever that is, and 500 coins. Very nice, straight in the bank. Alright, moving over to the Italy v Spain challenge. So the requirement here is a minimum of 3 Italian players and obviously 3 Spain players. 3 of them need to be rare. Overall team rating needs to be 77 and the team chemistry needs to be 80. So the reward you get for completing this one is 1,000 coins plus premium golds players pack. Let me double check that what that premium golds, or was I just making that up? Yeah, premium golds players pack, which isn't too bad. So as I've mentioned before, I've already created this. You can follow exactly the way I've done it, or you could go ahead and do it your own way. Now these players, typically at the time when I did it, I always double check their prices, because pretty much everyone sells now. Start of FIFA 17, it's only been a week since it's been out on PlayStation 4 at least. I know you Xbox guys get a little bit earlier, but yeah, most of these guys, or pretty much any player, sells nowadays. No one actually goes for nothing. They actually go for something. So when I actually created this team, these players were worth below 500 from discard price being 300 to around 500. None of them actually went for any more than that. They might have gone up now since when I actually created this last night. Obviously do this at your discretion. You know, you don't have to follow exactly the way I've done it. This is just a guide, as I mentioned earlier. So I got Roberto Jimenez Gago, whatever his name is there. I got Pedro Bigas. I just quickly select them so you can get their names at least and search them if you wanted to. You got George Mayer there at centre back again, and obviously Southampton's CDM Oreo Romeo playing really well in real life as well for them. Pablo Sarabia at left mid, and then you got Andar Iturraspe. I can't say his name properly. I probably butchered his name. You got Victor Machin Perez, so that's another guy you can look out for. And then I went for front three Italians, or diamond shape Italian. Diamond shape, more of a triangle shape, isn't it? Upside down triangle. Alessandro Gazzi as my cam. He's a CDM though, looking at his position right there. It doesn't really matter as long as you meet the criteria, it's so good. I just about scraped it, as you can see. You got 78 overall rating in that department. Yeah, just about scraped it. But in terms of chemistry, smashed it 100%. Which is really good. So the strikers, I got Riccardo Maggiorini, and I thought this guy was Adair. I thought he's Adair when I looked at him. I was like, oh yeah, that guy must be Adair. He must be going for quite a bit of coins. But then when I looked at his name, I'm like, no, he's not going for quite a bit of coins. It's Alberto Palosci. Alberto Palosci. Alright, so yeah, why don't we go ahead and submit this squad and get the 1,000 coins and the premium goals players pack. Bang, there you go. 1,000 coins in the bank. So moving on to the next one, Colombia v Uruguay. Now this one was a bit of a funny one because I didn't really use one single Colombian player, and I'll show you what I did. I actually confused myself. I don't know why. I was thinking of Colombian players, but I ended up using a completely different team or different nation. Obviously the requirement says Colombian players plus Uruguayan players, a minimum of 5. Maximum leagues you can use is 5. Overall team rating has to be 70, and the team chemistry has to be 75. So this one, what I did was obviously using the squad builder assist. I just picked Uruguay because I thought that would be the most challenging one to fork out players from. The Colombian players are quite common. Or for the low rated ones, you can say both of them is quite challenging, but for some reason I went with Uruguay to make life easier for myself. But you may find that, you know, Uruguay is easy for you and Colombia is harder for you, so you might want to go with Colombia instead of Uruguay, but you catch my drift. Anyways, so yeah, what I did was started off with the Uruguayan players. As you can see, straight away had these 4 in there, including that CDM. That CDM in right back wasn't really there to begin with. I actually just stuck him there because I already had met the requirements. So it actually worked out alright for me. Team chemistry 80 overall, which is more than 75. You can obviously put a right back if that helps you, or you can follow the way I've done it. But yeah, the funny thing was I put Argentinian players thinking I needed to put Argentinian players. I completely forgot he's Colombian. I don't know, I was doing it really late at night and I confused myself, to be honest. So really I went a bit dopey for a second. Anyways, so yeah, so I went with Martin Campana from Uruguay at goalkeeper. Martin Di Michaelis, I'm sure everyone's familiar with him from, you know, his time at Man City. And then I went for the silver player, Ignacio Borghino. At left back, I went for Emmanuel Mas. At left mid, went for Maximiliano Rodriguez. You guys might remember him from Liverpool. And then Gaston Ramirez from Middlesbrough, Uruguay as well. Went for Rodrigo Mora at striker position. Bruno Fanaroli. Yeah, I probably butchered his name as well. And then the centre mid partner with the other guy was Matias Vecino. And then right mid had Lucas Castro. So yeah, basically this is just to give you guys an idea of the players I went through. Again, you don't have to copy what I've done, or you can if it helps you. The players' prices might have gone up now, or they might still be the same. Actually, let's just check one. I don't think Di Michaelis' price has gone up at all. 400 coins, that's not what you want to get for him, to be honest. I mean, if it's 400 to 500 coins, it's not really worth selling him. So I think it will be better utilized within the squad builder challenges. That's basically my way of thinking. Anything more than 500, sell them. If it's less than 500, just keep it. And depending on the sort of prize you get from each squad builder challenge as well. So if the prize outweighs how much you get out of selling them and getting coins from them, then you should go with using it for the squad builder, if that makes sense. Anyways, let's submit this one and get the 1 gold pack from this squad builder challenge. Bang, done, got my gold pack, and I'll be opening them with you guys in a bit once after I've completed the last challenge, which is Netherlands versus France. Now the requirements for this one is minimum players from Holland. Netherlands is 2, and then another 2 minimum from France. Leagues minimum must be 4. Player quality exactly gold, so I can't get away with using any bronze or silver players here. And team chemistry has to be 70. Piece of cake, right? So I've already done this, as I've mentioned earlier. Did this last night. I might have made a few mistakes or may not have, but again, general advice that I would give to everyone is don't spend too much. You don't want to end up getting ripped off. A lot of people look at squad builders as making a lot of money from them. I did the Raheem Sterling one, the player of the month, and I actually spent quite a lot because I ended up doing it quite late. The guys that actually did it early, and basically, like I mentioned before, if you do it early, any squad builder challenge early, then you get away with, you know, buying players on the cheap and, you know, getting the prize. Whereas if you leave it a couple of days late, then you end up paying the premium price for each player, even if it is a Kolarov or, you know, or one of these players like Davy Proper. So I did this last night. He was worth this squad price. How much is he worth right now? He might still be worth this squad price. Who knows? Oh, he's worth 1,200. You know what? If I looked at that last night while I was making it, I would have sold it. But you know, I'm not really too bothered. I'm not really. I'm actually willing to sacrifice that just to see what I get from those packs. But for you guys, it might, you know, maybe coins won't matter to you too much. But of course, FIFA Ultimate Team is mainly about getting coins and getting the better players. So I'll show you what I've gone with for this one. So Stecklenburg, I'm sure you're familiar with from the Premier League if you watch the Premier League. Martin Stecklenburg, you can use him in goal. His price is probably shot up as well, but I'm not gonna check right now. I'll leave that to you guys. Going with Mike van der Hoorn from Swansea at centre back, and then his partner at centre back is Wesley Holt. Probably butchered his name. And then for left back, gone with Frank Tabano, and then Vincent Janssen, who's a striker, but I put him at left mid. Doesn't really matter as long as you meet the requirements. And then the centre mid is Ruud Vormer, and his partner at centre mid is Davy Proper. CDM went for Jorrit Hendricks, and then at right mid went for Jan Joffrey. Put a goalkeeper at right back, got away with that one, Romain Salin. I thought, why not? You know, I think I had a right back there, but he was worth quite a lot, so I thought, yeah, you know what, it's not worth sacrificing that. Why don't I put a discard price keeper, which worked out for me quite well. And at front, gone with Bas Dost. Now, let's submit this one and get the 1,500 coins and get the gold players pack as well. Damn, I'm actually quite hyped, quite excited to see what I'm going to get from these packs. There's quite a few to go through. I've actually waited quite a long time. You know, it's quite a long time. It's been when did I do this? I probably did this really late last night. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to open the packs now. Then I thought, no, actually it will be quite worthwhile making a video for you guys and showing you how it's done, and then opening the pack and getting a live reaction as well. Let's go and open the packs. What did we get? Come on, give me something good, man. I've been seeing people get Ronaldo's, Ribery. Ribery isn't worth that much. From Ronaldo to Ribery is quite a massive gap. But yeah, people have been getting really, really good players though. Some guy got Messi. I think Deji got Messi. Yeah, he did get Messi. Unless he done some wicked video editing. Now I'm sure he probably did get Messi. I'm not going to dispute that. So I'll go with the premium bronze pack. I'm sure we're not expecting anything exciting here. You're not going to expect a Ronaldo to pop up from a bronze pack. That would be quite shocking. 64 rated Osley. Alright, we'll take that. That'll probably come in use for future squad building challenges. bang, straight into the club. Go for the second premium bronze pack. Who do we get? Who do we get? I'm not going to even hype it. Swiss player Antasi. We've got Antasi. Brilliant. Straight into the club. Moving on to the more exciting packs. Alright, which one should we open now? Alright, so we've got 4 more packs left. Let's go with the gold pack first, because that seems like the least exciting one out of the 4. Get a non-rare. Alright, so we get left back and Antonelli. Not too bad. He got decent stats actually. Decent pace. For a left back you probably want a little bit faster, but it's not too bad. I played with left backs with similar pace before, which has worked out pretty well for me. But anyways, moving on to the next gold pack, we get a Junuzovic. Okay, Junuzovic. Not familiar with that player. Polish player. Straight into the club. Would definitely come in use for future squad building challenges. These guys, instead of discarding them, you might want to have a look at them and see whether they go for anything, because there might be some squad building challenges that you're not aware of. I'm certainly not aware of them. That's why I'm being a bit skeptical. I'm going to double check later on and see how much they go for. So yeah, so got 2 more packs left. The all players pack, that was the ultimate one. So why don't we go for the premium gold players pack? 3 rares. Who do we get? Come on, man, give me a Messi or Ronaldo. Come on. Nah, we get a Tottenham player. I'm an Arsenal fan and we get a Tottenham player. Harry Kane, not too bad. He's a really good striker anyway. Alright, Harry Kane, you must be going for a bit of coinage. 84 raid player. Really good striker. In real life, in the game, not so much. 2k, what? Come on, man. It's Harry Kane, but he must be going for a little bit more than that. Come on. Okay, I'm sure he goes for more than that. It probably goes for around 15 to 20k anyway. There's a bid there, 2k, but it doesn't mean he's going for 2k. But yeah, straight to the transfer list. The rest go straight into the club. Had a nice silver there, I didn't even check him out. But yeah, I'm sure he'll come in use for future squad building challenges. Moving on to the next one, all players pack. Come on, man, this must be good. So you get 12 players, 4 each of bronze, silver and gold, with at least 1 rare. Damn, that is really bad. That is really bad. 1 rare. That means I could get a rare bronze or rare silver and left with non-rare golds. You know what? I'm not so excited about this anymore. Let's see what we get. Come on, man. EA. Oh, man. Let's see, what did I say? We get Gomez. 78 rated Gomez as our best player. That is a slap on the face. A backhanded slap on the face. Okay, who's this guy? He plays for MLS. Must be worth quite a bit of coinage. Alright, so he goes for around 2.5k. Not too bad. I'm sure if I sold the rest of these players, probably get something apart from these ones. They might go for something if they're part of another squad building challenge. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the squad builder challenges. There will be many more to come. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to share. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's been great fun making this video for you guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.